So we went over the biggest benefit or the greatest strength of the Kaleidescape. What would you say is the biggest weakness of the Kaleidescape platform? Taurus?
Entry into the ecosystem. I think the biggest thing is a lot of people can't engage in the platform because of how expensive it is initially to get into the ecosystem. But once you do, they give you every opportunity to purchase content at a discounted rate on sale. They have sales pretty much throughout the year. So you don't necessarily have to pay full price for movies that you'd like to eventually purchase. Like I want to purchase Black Adam, but right now the big con, as you referenced, Brad, is Black Adam is $40 on Kaleidescape.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers. Oh, God,
Yeah.
Warner Brothers.
And it's not worth $40. But when it rolls around on the sale, maybe in a couple of months or so, or maybe they'll do a President's Day sale or something like that, then maybe you can get it at a bit of a discounted rate.
Yeah.
But I think the premium prices on newer releases for certain studios is a big con. And Warner Brothers, as Jeremy stated, is one of those platforms, one of those studios.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if you're Paramount, that's what she said. Yeah. I think though, yeah, $40 is extreme. I mean, I remember paying that for like Blu-rays back in the day when they first came out,
35, man. They were $35. They were
35, 40. There was some 40.
35.
I remember buying a couple that were 40 off of Amazon. I don't even remember which ones they were, honestly. I probably don't even have them anymore, But what I will say, and this is not in Kaleidescape's defense because I don't even have one, but if you had, if you have a theater like yours and you have a family of say like 4 to 5 people that you want to go take to the movies to see Black Adam, I mean, how much is that going to cost you versus the $40, and you get to watch the movie over and over again in the comfort of your own home?
Very true.
In a theater that probably, honestly, exceeds the quality and immersiveness of any of your local theaters, right?
Yeah. Don't give them a pass, Brad. It sucks. We don't want to pay $40 for movies.
No, I don't think anybody should want to pay $40. Now, my question, my follow-up question to that, I guess, is once the actual 4K Blu-ray or physical release comes out, do those prices typically normalize, or do they stay at $40 until you, like you said, get it on a President's Day sale or whatever?
You want to take this, Jeremy?
Yeah, they'll come down. So Matrix Resurrections, Warner Brothers, it was hanging there at $40 from when it came out, and I just bought that Black Friday sale for $14.99. A lot of the new Warner stuff has been hitting at that $40 price point. I'm just trying to pull up the store real quick here and see, like the Batman, I think, was another $40 one.
It was. Dune was another. I purchased Dune the day of when it released on Kaleidescape digitally. So a lot of Warner titles you typically see. And as you stated also, Jeremy, Paramount.
Yeah,
you see a lot of their content at higher prices too, premium prices.
Crazy.
Yeah. Disney, Sony, some of them are properly in the 20s, 25 bucks.
Yeah. Usually I don't have an issue purchasing new Marvel movies per se. I actually have the whole Marvel collection. I'm sure you do too, Jeremy.
Yep.
And most of the movies that I purchased were purchased during a sale, like a Black Friday sale last year, or I purchased just a few movies this past year. I didn't do as many this year, but like they have regular enough sales to where you don't really feel the, the brunt of what they're charging when they initially released on the platform.
Yeah, patience is a virtue.
It is.
But you have the option then. So like, what if you really, 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 really wanted to see the Batman the day it came out? Well, then you make the decision, pay the $40. If you're content waiting, I think that was another one. A Black Friday sale was $15. So it didn't take long.
Video, can't beat it.
That's yeah. So Jeremy, what would you say would you consider the biggest weakness of the Kaleidescape?
Yeah, so I'll definitely concur for folks that are kind of on the outside. It's the entry point is a huge barrier. Once you're in, I'm actually going to go for 2 here. One is that they still have some room to expand the store collection. It's really fantastic. They have all of the major studios, but they're missing things like Criterion holds the rights to a lot of stuff, like the whole run of the older Godzilla stuff. They've got the new like Bruce Lee collection is so Criterion holds a lot. Kaleidescape doesn't have Criterion. There's fewer and fewer, very few of like those rights holders that have content that they can't get a hold of, but there are still holdouts out there like that. Overall, though, I think they have done a fantastic job with the store and expanding it and getting into anime, like, and opening it up. And then the thing that I harp on all the time is the system is ripe for a user interface overhaul. It is ready for some engineering. It needs features. Some of the presentation, the scrolling, the movie cards, it's kind of dated. It hasn't been refreshed in a while. When we can download movies in 10 minutes, the system right now only shows you what you have downloaded. It's kind of built for the last generation when all of the content was always at home. And that's not the case anymore when you have bigger movie collections and smaller storage. So the movie wall needs to show you all of your movies and indicate to you which ones are locally downloaded at the moment and which ones are, in the cloud, and be able to trigger and do that. And because of not being able to see your entire movie collection, it limits other things. Like in the UI, you have the ability to make custom collections of films. Well, you can only make collections of movies that are downloaded. So if I wanted to make a Marvel collection and just have it be static with all of the Marvel movies throughout my account, I can't do it unless I always keep the Marvel movies downloaded to my server. That's whatever, 57 movies now. I don't want to necessarily burn up all my storage, always having every Marvel movie resident. And so there's stuff like that like we're ready. I'm chomping at the bit for like Kaleidescape UI 2.0. And I could go on for an hour on software features. You can tell I'm a software developer manager. No. But yeah, so that's what I want. That's what a lot of folks are clamoring for. We're on the way TV series and shows work, and they're really getting into TV shows now. You want to watch House of the Dragon and lossless 4K Dolby Atmos? Kaleidescape, it's there. It's been there for a few weeks or whatever. But like the TV series interface is really, really dated and terrible. So that's my pet peeve. That's what I harp on all the time, and I really, really want to see some engineering dollars and knowledge and design muscle put into the platform.